Think Digital First is going to take you through a step-by-step process of learning how to understand and embrace technology for your sales and marketing. Now, I'm going to take you through a personal journey of mine that will help you understand what I've achieved over the last 25 years. It's really about understanding you as a person, building your business with a strong framework for success, protecting your time to focus on sales. I'm going to help you build your business to be socially savvy, how to understand Google, how to understand Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whichever of the social networks where your target audience hang out. I'm going to show you how to find those customers, engage with those customers, and get them to become a happy customer that builds a brand advocate. Everything that I've taken you through is a personal journey of mine. So I am coming from a place of congruency from the heart to help you as business owners really understand what it means to grow your business through sales and marketing. You're an online business. You're running an e-commerce platform. The only type of customers that you have are online. How do you find those online customers? How does Google find your website? Maybe you've done a bit of research and your keywords for your business, your website's coming up on page 6. How do you get to page 1? Think Digital First will take you through the step-by-step process of getting your business on page 1. But not only is Google going to get you on page 1, but I can also show you how you could be on page 1 because you put your information into Google+, how you engage with people inside of Pinterest, and how you send a tweet that appears on the front page of Google. If you would like to know how to do that to find your target audience, then come by Think Digital First. So you're a service-driven business. The way that you bring revenue into your company is by sharing your time, your knowledge and your skill set in regards to what you've become so passionate about in helping companies. But how do you take that service and grow it? How do you take something that is just you and take it to the point of where you're turning over 6 figures, 7 figures, whatever it is, the passion that you have to bring to help more companies that's going to make you happy as an individual in the service industry that you're in at the moment. Think Digital First will take you through the step-by-step process of showing you how to productize you. So as a service, you want to deliver it, but how do you price that service? Do you actually include the fact that you send a tweet? That takes time. You send an email? That takes time and money. That first phone call, you might have a 30-minute phone call with a prospect. That is also part of your time. You might arrange an hour meeting with that person. You've got to travel to the meeting. You've got to have the meeting and come back from the meeting. Then you've got to debrief around the meeting. Then you might need to do a proposal. Are you factoring in all of these time action orientated steps to acquiring a customer? Because if you're not, then you're probably losing money. It's important that you understand these steps, associate a cost to these steps, so that when you deliver your proposal to your customer, these costs have been factored into that proposal. Think Digital First will help you build that framework for success, think about it from a socially savvy perspective, design a strategy to find those customers and help you build customer attention through loyalty. Think Digital First is a step-by-step workbook, but it's a little bit different. What I've done, instead of actually talking about it from a theory perspective, the what ifs, you could do that, the place that I come from is all about putting it into practice. Everything in this book is something that I've done and applied and got success from it. So if you'd like to really understand how technology has disrupted sales and marketing and how it can help you grow your business, then Think Digital First is the book for you. Now, in chapter 1, I talk about you as an individual. The important thing here is about you taking time out for who you are. Really understand what it is that you want to get from the next journey that you're going on. Whether it's starting a business, whether you have an existing business at the moment, you've got staff, but you need to realign the business because you've got caught up in working in the business instead of working on the business, which is really key for an entrepreneur to go through fast growth. You've got to think about you. Think about things that you love. Become an expert in your field is really important in this day and age. Did you know that it takes up to 10,000 hours to become an expert? So when you position yourself as the expert in your industry, people listen to you. One of the biggest things that I learned in starting my IT company and growing it to be valued at £1 million was always to be open to change. The biggest thing that the investors wanted to see that I was willing to change. Now, not change me, who I am, because that's the reason why they invested into my business, but look at the landscape, look at the industry that you're in, look at your competitors, and even though you have a vision for what you want your business to be, it's important that you realign yourself and make those changes. Staying up to date with technology is another important thing to do. So I use a great tool called Feedly. It's something that I talk about in step 6. It really helps me keep an eye on what's happening with the technology in this day and age. Understand that, understand who you are, and step 1 will give you everything that you need to take that next step into being a socially savvy business. Step 2, framework for success. What is the vision that you have for your business? Where do you want it to go? Have you actually defined what you want your unique selling proposition to be? Modern day entrepreneurs need to be able to succinctly get that message across. Something that I always love doing is if you can't tell your business in 140 characters, i.e. if you can't send a tweet talking about what your business does, how it helps your target audience, and who that target audience is, you haven't defined what your unique selling proposition is. It's key that you understand that for your business. So maybe you need to go through what's called a SWOT analysis. So what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Where do those opportunities lie? And what are those threats? Those threats could be anything from internally in your business, your staff, or your competitors now throwing a load of cash at a product that's very similar to yours from a marketing perspective. So what are you doing to help you understand that? Now, if you've read my book or you've seen my book or you'd like to read my book, the one thing that I always focus on is your branding. Go to my book, take a look at it, then go and have a look at my website. Go and jump onto my Twitter account. Go and say hello to me inside of LinkedIn. I promise you that you will get the same message, not only in text, so the context of what it is that I do, but also the visual interpretation of what I do. Building your business to be focused on branding is really key. Inside of this chapter, I talk about a brand style guide. I give you my brand style guide for this book and for my branding. And again, that's downloadable on my website. But also, if you want to build it from a framework for success, what type of business do you want to grow? I've built businesses that only have staff in them. So we have an office, you have staff that are under PAYE. That's how I built that business. But maybe for you, it's about having virtual assistants to do the work for you. Maybe you just want somebody in the Philippines, for instance, that's going to do your search engine optimization for you. You've got a bookkeeper that looks after your finances for you. All of these individuals are part of your team, but you're paying them on an hourly basis, so hour by hour. And again, in step 5, I talk about some of the websites where you can go and hire these type of people on an hourly basis. Are you a busy fool? This is step 3. You've got to protect your time to focus on sales. If "Are you a busy fool" resonates with you, then you need to read this book. Because in this book, I give you the tools to be able to focus on your time. There are downloads that enable you to actually chunk your day into 30-minute sections. That is downloadable on my website. And I give you an example in the book of what that looks like. The important thing here is actually maybe to focus your efforts in the places that get the results that you want. Have you heard of Pareto's law, the 80-20 law? So 80% of your time can be focused on running the business to bring in 20% of the revenue. But if you think intelligently, you can focus 20% of your time that brings in 80% of your revenue. How does that sound? In this book, I'm going to help you get a better understanding of what that means to your business. And one of those steps is to make sure that you're doing the important things first. So, heard of that term? Get your big rocks in first? That's what this is all about. Do the things that are important in your business first, and then do the small things second. So, building your business from a framework for success is key for the growth of your business. Having a 12-month cash flow forecast is also something that's really key for your business. If you don't know what your running costs are in your business, how do you know what sales to bring into the business on a monthly basis? I'll give you a template to be able to use to download from my website to put in your own figures and numbers. This particular step is all about building your framework to success. And in Think Digital First, I'll give you everything that you need to do that. Step 4, setting up a socially savvy business. The first thing that you need to think about is Google. Google is the powerhouse. It's the engine that drives the traffic through to your business, that helps you grow your business because it's sending you customers. But as a company, we need to focus on building them with strong foundations. So the first place that you need to look at is your search engine optimization research. I've got a couple of great templates that will allow you to download from my website, and I'll also talk about the technique that I use to adding those keywords into those templates and then applying that information to your website through your metadata. I will also share with you how to do your on-site SEO. So again, your search engine optimization for your business on your website, and then I show you what it means to do your off-site SEO. In other words, your link building. Google wants to see other people talking about your business. It's no good you just talking about your business. It wants to see other people talking about your business. And it not only wants to see people talking about your business in Google, but it also wants to see people talking about your business inside the social networks. So the next step that I take you through in this chapter is all about the different social networks. I show you what Facebook means to you and your business, both from on an organic search and a paid search. Did you know that you can target your perfect customer inside Facebook and it probably cost you about 15p? Facebook allows you to do that through their pay-per-click process. Twitter also now allows you to target your customers on postcode. So if you know that your target customers are in a specific location, you can use Twitter to market your business to those specific individuals, driving that targeted traffic through to your business. You've also got Pinterest, Instagram, YouTube. You've got lots of these different social networks that I'll take you through each one of them and sharing with you how to drive traffic in an organic way, but also how to do it in a paid way. I also touch on affiliate marketing. So if you're an online business and you have products that you sell on your website, why not find other online businesses that have your target audience that can drive traffic through to your website and pay them a commission for doing that? That's called affiliate marketing. And another fantastic way is awards. I am an award-winning entrepreneur. I'm also an award-winning coach. I've won those titles because I put myself into those awards and allowed my customers to speak about me. As an award-winning entrepreneur, they're industry awards. So the industry gave me the accolade of that because of the type of product that I built with my tech business. So I share with you how you can put your business up for awards, win those awards, and then have conversations with people online about how great your business is because you are an award-winning business. If you like the sound of that, think digital first and enjoy step 4, how to build a socially savvy business. Chapter 5, step 5 in the process. Finding the right tools to help your company grow. In this step, I take you through each one of the best tools that I've used over the last 7 years. Not the ones that didn't work for me, but the ones that did work for me. Now, the first place that I take you through is research. There are great tools that I use to research my market, save that information into those tools. That then helps me save time when I want to go and talk about those different tools, industries, experts, businesses online. I have one place to go to, that particular tool, and I'll give you a quick tip here. That particular tool is called Feedly. That helps me save time when I want to go and push relevant content out to my target audience. Then we focus on the business. So I talk about places where you can go and hire people and only pay per hour for them. So do you need some content to be written on your website? Would you like someone to do your social media management for you? Are you looking for a technical person that's going to design a page on your website that you don't know how to build that? These websites are here to help you find the right people, and they can all be based in the UK. They don't necessarily have to be based globally around the world. You can find these people in the UK, build a relationship with them, and these guys become part of your team. You also need to be able to using tools that you can work collaboratively with your team. A great tool that I use is called Dropbox, and I've been using it for many years. Another tool, brilliant tool that I use is called Trello. These are just 2 tools that I talk about in the business process of the book. Then we come to your website. I've built many websites for clients over the years. I've worked in the content management systems of many websites over the years. And there are a few out there that I feel that do it really well. One of them is WordPress. WordPress is what I've built all of my websites on. My personal websites and my business websites have all been built on WordPress. But if you're looking to be an e-commerce business, a couple of great websites that you can use, and one that's based over in America is called Squarespace. Great tool, easy to use, and some fantastic looking websites, so templates for your business. But if you're going to run an e-commerce store, you need to have payments. Payments is a massive minefield. This is one of the biggest pains for any business owner wanting to have an online store, an online business, going through the payments process. It's often the last thing you think about because it's the creative thing that's important to you. I want to know how my website looks. I want to know how the user flows through my website. I want lovely pictures. I want great content on my website. But if you don't have the right payment solution on your website, as quick as you bring that customer to your checkout page, they will leave just as quick. So I talk about the quickest and easiest payment gateways for your business. What about you want to get creative? I talk about a couple of ways that you can actually do some fantastic designs by using a free tool to help you get your message across about your business. Maybe you want to make a video about your products. I'm going to share a tool with you. It's completely free of charge that helps you turn your static products into a video. You can then take that video, put it onto YouTube, put it into Twitter, put it on Facebook, put it on your website. I talk about doing something once and then amplifying it across multiple social networks. But what about marketing? You want to market your business. Now, one of the tools that I talk about is called Clout. If you have a Clout score of 60 and above, you are in the top 10% of influencers online. Knowing your Clout score, in other words, this Clout score is based on how you engage with your customers through various different social networks. Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Google+, whatever it might be. It analyzes that data and it gives you a score. And then we come to the very last part, analytics. it's so important that the time that you spend on growing your business online, you analyze that data. So I talk about a couple of great tools that will help you analyze that data, whether you're a service-driven business, an e-commerce-driven business, and I give you a template which I designed that's a social media analytics dashboard that tells you the traffic that's coming through to your website from the time that you're taking in those social networks. So for me personally, I know Twitter, LinkedIn are the two best drivers of traffic for me coming through to my website. Where do I spend my time? Twitter and LinkedIn, because the analytics tell me, they give me that data of what's important to me so that I know the time that I'm spending is getting a great return on investment. So we're now on the home stretch. This is step 6. This is all about strategy and implementation. If your business does not have a go-to-market strategy, how do you know that you're going in the right direction? So what I've designed for you is a 90-day go-to-market strategy. You can visualize it in the book. You can download it from my website, warrenknight.co.uk, or from the book's website, thinkdigitalfirst.today. You can download this template and I'll give you the step-by-step process to help you understand how you can take your company in the right direction for the right reasons. So when you're designing your 90-day strategy, part of that is going to be your marketing. Now again, I've designed a 90-day marketing plan for your business. I've given you the vision interpretation in the book. Again, you can download it from my website. And then it allows you to plug in your information for your business. So what are you going to be doing in month 1 for marketing? What are you going to be doing in month 2? What are you going to be doing in month 3? I never look at longer than 90 days. Yes, I do talk about a 12-month cash flow forecast in the beginning of the book, but for you to understand how to engage with your audience, to analyze that information and to realign your business to the things that are working, and when you've understood things that aren't working, not to repeat them again, because we wouldn't want to build that into a habit, would we? Then I talk about the sales process. Once you've actually got your potential customer into your marketing funnel, how do you bring them into your sales process? Once you've brought them into your sales process, they become a customer, they become an advocate, and then they go and talk about your business to their friends, of which then reduces the sales cycle because you've built trust with those advocates. Those advocates have a community of people that trust them, and if they're talking about your business, they're going to see that as a great way for them to be able to build that trust and come through to your business. So I help you to define that 5-day sales strategy for your business. Then we talk about defining your customer acquisition journey. How do you go from finding a customer online that didn't know about your business, adding value to that person, getting that person to engage with you as a brand through your marketing process, and then contact that person through the sales process for them to become a happy customer. I take you through that step-by-step process of having a customer acquisition journey for your business. And the very last thing that I touch on, which has been very important for me for both of my IT companies, has been channel partners. Finding companies that have your target audience, that are in your industry, that when they drive that traffic through to your website and they engage with you as a brand and pay for your products and services, you can give that channel partner a commission, or they might even want something more than a commission. They might actually want your time because you've now become an expert and they want you to become an expert in their community. So by them driving traffic, they're asking you to give up your time. So not all channel partners want a cash return for their investment. They might want a time return on their investment because they know the value of your time. Step 7. We've now taken you through 6 steps of helping you grow your business and find customers. Step 7 is all about customer retention through loyalty. How can you build loyalty with the customers that you've got at the moment? Well, a great way to do that is, I was going to give you a top tip then, but I'm not going to. If you want that tip, you've got to come through to my website and come and buy my book, and I'll give you that golden tip that helps you find more customers, but building it through loyalty. I also show you how to use technology to build that loyalty. A great way to do that is through email marketing. So when you have your customers, let your customers know what else you do. Through that email marketing, you can cross-sell your services, upsell them to buy more products from you, but also, more importantly, is keep in contact with those customers. You want to build as much of an online relationship as you want to build an offline relationship. So for me, I'm a professional speaker. So when I speak at another event, I will email my customers and my target audiences that have engaged with me and given me their data to come and visit me at my next speaking event. I keep letting them know what I'm doing and how I'm evolving. Another great way to build that retention is through pop-ups. Now, some people like pop-ups, other people don't like pop-ups. The key to a pop-up is actually understanding your online customer. At what point does your customer leave your website? So in step 5, I spoke about tools. One of those tools can give you the time at which your customer leaves your website. If you know your customers hang out on your website for 1 minute and 45 seconds, when it gets to 1 minute 40 seconds, why not have a pop-up come up on the screen and help that customer engage with you closer as a business? Maybe give them away a free white paper. Maybe offer them a 7-day strategy. So when they engage with you as a business, because of that pop-up, you're building loyalty. Maybe you want to look at shopping cart abandonment. So that's another great way of when your customer comes to actually buy your product and they leave that page, you can set up a series of autoresponders that then engage with that customer to keep them coming back to buy that product. But the biggest thing out of this chapter is you've always got to make it personal. People buy from people. I don't care whether you're selling business to consumers. I don't care whether you're selling business to business. It's all about people to people. People buy from people. If you are open, honest, upfront with that message to your customers, they will engage with you, build trust, and become loyal customers. I'm Warren Knight. Thank you very much, and this is Think Digital First.